Good morning. Pardon me. This morning we're going to talk about home ownership. If you're thinking about buying a home, there are several things that you need to consider. The following 10 steps will help you get started in this process. It will actually prepare you to begin the actual process. The first thing you need to do is decide how much house you can afford. The general rule of thumb is that you can afford between two and three times your gross yearly income. The next thing you need to do is decide exactly what features the home that you want should have. Should it have an attached garage or can you do with a carport? Do you absolutely have to have 2.5 baths? Is the garbage disposal mandatory? Those type of things you should list all your wants. Once you get those listed, then you need to prioritize them. Which is the most important, which is the least important. After you get that list ready, then you're ready to consider what area you want to live in. Get a list of three or four neighborhoods, you know, and take into account such things as school, recreational facilities, the safety of the neighborhood, which can usually you can get crime reports from the police department on different areas that may help you with this. The fourth thing comes down to money. Start saving. Ideally, you should have 20% of the home price for a down payment. You should also have as cash on hand anywhere between 2 and 7% of the home price for closing costs. They vary, across a range of things, so you need to be prepared for that. Uh, Closing costs include taxes, attorney's fees, transfer fees, that type of thing. The fifth thing is get your credit in order. Get a current credit report. Go over it with a fine tooth comb so that you can actually correct any errors on it. Uh, Make sure it's accurate, complete, and up to date because that's the first thing the lender's probably going to look at. Then, once you've got all that in hand, you need to determine your mortgage qualifications. How large a mortgage can you qualify for? And there are different loan options: 15 years versus 30-year mortgage. Uh, you know, Fixed, or you could look at adjustable rate mortgages. It all depends on what the market is like at the particular time you want to buy, which may be the best deal for you. Once you got that done, then you get pre-approved. There is nothing like getting pre-approval. That way you can go out shopping, find your home. You've already been pre-approved for the loan. You don't have to worry about trying to find a loan and everything. And then all of a sudden, the house that you were looking at is off the market because it's been sold. Because you were busy running around trying to get approval for a loan. If you had had the loan pre-approved, you see the house you want, you can make an offer, bang. You know, there are other sources that can help you with down payment. Uh, there are special assistance programs or special mortgage rates. Check with your state and local government on down payment assistance programs for first-time buyers. That's a big help. You know, if you have an IRA account, you could use the money you've saved to buy your first home without paying a penalty for early withdrawal. That being said, I would recommend against that. Your IRA money should be, that is your retirement fund. It is earmarked for retirement, not for buying your first home. Now, if homeownership is important to you, you could reduce your contribution to your IRA and set up a separate account to save for your first home. I would do that rather than borrowing against my IRA, because once that money's borrowed, you're losing the compound interest on it. Maybe it's just, to me, it's not the best idea in the world. Okay? And then you have to actually calculate the cost of home ownership. And this should include property taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities, association fees if they're applicable, garbage pickup, uh, all that type of stuff. And the best advice I can give you is to contact a professional real estate agent. Find an experienced professional that can guide you through this whole process. They are invaluable and well worth the commission that they earn. Next week, we will be going into a separate category. Now that we've got 10 ways to prepare you for home ownership, next week we are going to actually cover 5 common first time buyer mistakes. Thank you and goodbye.